Howdy, howdy, folks. Hope you all are doing well. I'm going to be getting started here in just a minute. Give me just a second to finish setting up, and we will get started. Thank you so much for joining us today, by the way. Sorry if I sound like a little bit stuffy. I just got over being sick. So if you don't like listening to a sick person all day, you know. All right, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. What's up, everyone? Hope you all are doing well. It's been a week, let me tell you. I haven't done nearly as much as I wanted to. But that's because I've been sick. So, yeah, put me on my butt for a couple days there. But first off, I want to say thank you to everyone that watched the Neptune 3 Plus review. That was a bit of a rushed video. Most of these videos were rushed. I wanted to try to get them out as soon as possible. There's just so much going on trying to get this all set up, and then also having the wedding coming up very soon. Speaking of, if I'm not around much in February, that's the reason why. I'm getting married in February, so I'm going to be very busy that whole month. And then sometime in March, I may also go MIA, but that's because I'll probably be on my honeymoon. After that, we'll be back in full swing. Everything that's been happening just before this year and this month has been like a test run into like the full swing of things. We've been focusing really hard on doing lots of shorts and stuff like that. So if you guys have been watching those, thank you. That's been super awesome because through shorts, my other videos have been getting a little bit more attention, which has been great. And then streaming, this has been working out pretty decently where we have a solid 15 people that have joined the other streaming channel, which is super cool. And I think what's going to end up happening is we'll move all of these kind of like hangout streams like I do here over there eventually. Almost there, almost time. And then like anytime we have like an actually big special thing to share or something bigger to share, I'll do like a stream here on the main channel. So want to say hi to everyone in chat real quick. What's up, Nathan? Good to see you, buddy. And then we also have Megadong. Good to see you too, man. Sorry, I need to get new glasses. I can't see anymore. I'm getting old. But both of y'all, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Have a couple things I want to share that we're going to be putting in the store this week. And then talk to you guys about some projects I'm working on. And then maybe we'll print something, maybe we won't. Still working on that helmet video. That's gonna come out eventually. I'm still trying to determine, like, do I wanna do it just on this or do I wanna do it across a bunch of other printers? Or should I break it up into multiple videos? We'll figure that out pretty soon. We got our first custom order, which that's exciting. We might end up showing off some of that today. Not sure. We might not. Depends. And what else was I going to show off today? Oh yeah, that thing. Sorry, y'all. If I seem like extra out of it, it's because I totally am. Like I've been super sick this last week, and this is the first day I've been able to like coherently think and be like, yeah, I think I want to stream. Which I don't know if that was a good idea, but hey, here we are. So, I got a package. I got a box. So I know YouTube likes these kind of things where we unbox things. So here, let's unbox this. I'm gonna bring this close, so we'll take a look at it. Started opening it early. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. But this is from some friends over at 3D Glue. If you guys don't know, 3D Glue has been like my go-to glue for PLA and other plastics. I also have one for PET plastic, but I haven't used that yet. Mostly because I haven't started printing in PET yet, but soon. Regardless, these always come in really nice confetti-filled boxes. And there's my goodie on the inside. It's a big old bottle of gloop. What I'm going to do is I have a little bit at the bottom of this, so I'm going to let this sit on its side. I'm going to let all that gloop down to the side. I'm going to pour half of this bottle into this bottle and hope that I can reactivate the stuff at the bottom of this. And I'll have 2 glue pots of gloop I can be using. I love gloop. Super, super, super in love with gloop. Can't wait to talk to Andrew about a project idea I have that I desperately want to jump on, but it's also a matter of asking another company to help. Because you could 3D print a motor, I just don't think you can 3D print a working motor yet, soon. I just don't have a metal printer, so I'm not trying to do that. But yeah, if you aren't familiar, 3D glue is amazing. It's one of the best glues I've used. It is the best glue I've used for PLA specifically. They have ones for ABS and they have one for PET as well. I think they have one for ABS. I might be mistaken. Then again, ABS tends to handle like super glue super well. But PLA, if you need glue for PLA, this is the stuff. It's so damn good. Crack this open and we're going to go ahead and give this a good shake. I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to lay down a chem wipe and then throw out some gloves. I think that'd be the smart move here. Because I want to put these together as one set, like I said. Alright, where is... Went too far. Alright. So this is a simple chem wipe table, nothing crazy. Now, this isn't stuff you really want to breathe, so work in a well-ventilated area when you work with this stuff. Other than that, the only thing I can say about things that need to be used in well-ventilated areas is that usually those are the better things to use. In terms of getting the job done, not so much the better thing to use for your health. Anyways, I'm going to go crack this open. This is the old one. There we go, yeah. Is the Suit Up song playing? Why is the Suit Up song playing right now? Oh, right now. I ain't much of a choice there, I guess. That's definitely what's playing right now. Talking about Suit Up, we started work on that for the Ultraman mask, finally. In the comments, have you guys seen Shin Ultraman? I went and saw it, and it was awesome. I had a really great time watching it. Do I think I liked it as much as Shin Godzilla? No. But do I think I still enjoyed it as a damn good movie? Yeah, it was a good time. Gloop smoke, don't breathe this. Well, gloop vapors, but yeah. Okay, so here's a new one. Ooh, this has stuff at the top of it. This has stuff on top of it. Oh dear. I've never seen one that like that before. What is this? Oh, this is the probably the glue that holds this part up onto the cap. I'm gonna go ahead and chuck this and grab another glove. All right. It was worth venturing out, I'm sure. That movie was a lot of fun. All right, here we go. About half and half this. About equal. Those are about equal. Cool. All right, so this one goes on the new one. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Or is it Tyler? Or is it just Ty? My bad. Good to see you, though. Anyways, if you're just now joining us, I got a new bottle of glue, and I had some left over in this, so what I did was I poured it half and half. I'm about to shake these around, get them mixed up nice. Now I'll have 2 containers of glue I can work with. So, if you were looking for glue recently and saw that they were sold out, they just recently restocked. And if you go over and get some, send an email over there and tell Andrew Dustin said hi. And if he doesn't know who it is, that's okay, because we haven't talked since our East Coast Rep Fair. We'll talk again soon, though. we talked about something fun that. Anyways, so that's all done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my gloves, my Ken station. Get those thrown into the trash bin. Can I make it from here? Can I make it from here? Kobe! Missed. Uh-oh. Alright, grabbing a drink. And you know what? Let's find a bottle. Let's recreate some filament today. That sounds like a plan. I'm gonna grab a napkin too so we can dry this off inside. And then I need to get my scissors. Where did I put my scissors? There they are. Cool. Yeah, we'll pull the recreator over here. And we'll start running some filament. Hey, welcome to the members, Tyler. Ty, appreciate that, man. Sorry, whenever I see Ty, I'm so used to calling people Tyler immediately off the bat. So, either way, I'm glad it works. And thanks for becoming a member. We're going to be putting up some more stuff here pretty soon. Probably some more of my files that are also up on Patreon. Oh, speaking of Patreon, we're doing a whole overhaul on that right now. And it's going to be a couple weeks until that's like completely ready. If y'all want to jump on it now, that's cool. But just as a heads up, things are going to be changing. Some tiers are going to be changing, and we're going to be making that a little bit cleaner because it's just a disaster. And I want to make it a little bit friendlier. You know what I mean? Excuse me. So let's peel off the plastic on here first. We'll cut off the bottom. We'll dry out the inside. We'll bring over the recreator. That was so cool last time when we were doing some streaming where I was able to recreate. Oh, whoa! Check this out. What brand is this? Well, anyways, it's an alkaline water. This is what the label is. But usually I wouldn't care to show you guys something like this. But look, there's no residue on the bottle from this label. None whatsoever. I don't feel anything. It's just like friction holding. Like there's just like a little bit of adhesive on the sticker part, and that's like there's nothing on this. Oh man, these might be the best models for this, hands down, because it's less stuff it has to burn through. That's awesome. That's super great. All right, start drying this thing out. Hey, that's so cool. You got the little suit. You got the arrow from Suit Up in there. If you weren't aware, Suit Up is a show that I started earlier last year. Or well, technically 2 years ago, and I wanted to make a show specifically about tokusatsu cosplay and helping more people get into it because it's not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. And come on, puncture, but don't puncture me. Sorry, I'm having trouble with this. Where are my nippers? Maybe that'll make this easier. I can get a start on it somewhere. Butterfingers. But yeah, the Suit Up's going to be coming back this year, and hopefully a little bit more frequently now that I have more time and more space to actually do stuff. That's been the biggest problem with my videos, is that I had no room to do any work. It's been a disaster, but now that I'm out of that space and into a new one, things will be running a lot smoother again. And I can't wait to share with you what comes after for the Kamen Rider side of it, because I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped to get Suit Up going again. And like, tell your friends, because if you don't have a 3D printer, I'm going to be showing you guys how to 3D print things without a 3D printer. You might need an actual printer, but hey, you can print 2D stuff just about anywhere nowadays. The office, at Staples, at your house, assuming your printer has ink. I had a really interesting thing happen to me. I didn't use my printer for like 2 years, but I remember just buying ink for it the last time I had used it. And I just put it into the printer, and out of nowhere, it's like, oh yeah, wouldn't you look at that, you're out of ink. So I messed with the little RF chip on the inside of it, and guess what? It started working immediately. It's almost as if those things are planned to run out of ink instead of actually running out of ink. Ain't that a bummer? Oh well. Okay, let me get the recreator and pull that over here. Alright, oh, I'm missing the spool, and the spool, oh, I know where those are. I know. Grab those. Set you here. Yeah, this is one of the coolest printers. Like the Neptune 3 Plus has been great, and I'm really bummed that I wasn't able to get any orders in right away. It's just that the volume that the company wanted you to take compared to the volume they were asking you to take on the Pro was way more than I could handle at the moment. But I'm trying to change that around here pretty soon, because I kind of want to make this like the printer I sell in the store, or at least if you're looking for a printer this large. Personally, I'm trying to move away from Cartesian style bed slinger printers, but if these are the last style of cart slinging printers I get, I'd be happy. We do have a really cool printer on the way pretty soon though. I don't know if I told you all this yet, but I'll share it with you here now. There's a group called Construct 3D, and if you guys don't know about them, they're it's a mother and son duo that's making their own 3D printer. That's a Voron style, big style printer like this, just Core XY. And I actually backed the Kickstarter. I was very fortunate to be one of the people that's hopefully going to be getting one of the earliest ones in March or April. And I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked because that's like, that's a project and a team that I've been following for like the last like a year and a half. And every single new thing I've seen for them has only been getting better and better. And I really hope that this printer comes out the gate swinging as like, this is the go-to printer if you're like really trying to print things fast and consistent. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, go look at Construct 3D and look at the Construct 3D 1 XL. That's the one we're getting a hold of. And I'm pumped. I'm super pumped. How can I get into doing the same thing up here? It's hard to get them up here, and Creality doesn't ship to Canada either, so I would love to get into it. So, wow, it's weird that Creality doesn't ship to Canada like that. So, my best advice is make friends that work at these companies. Start going to events that have 3D printing stuff, even if it's like an industrial 3D printing event. Usually it's $10 to get in. I highly recommend going because you'll meet people that know other people. And a lot of things come down to networking and who you know. So this whole thing with Elegoo happened just because I sent off a really nice email. And another thing happened for me that lined up that I don't want to talk about just yet, soon though. And because of that, I was able to take on a order of a certain amount to start off this shop. And yeah, now I have to pay the full amounts for full sets of things. And in order for me to do that, I gotta keep chugging on the business, get there. We're almost there though. We're almost at a point where we could probably push through another order. But until then, I just gotta deal with what I got, and that's okay. But if you're trying to do what I'm doing right now, which is like review printers and try them out, and then also sell some stuff on your own personal shop, ultimately it comes down to like, what do you know? What are you really good at? And what do you know that you're confident enough to be like, yeah, I can show somebody this. I can show somebody this, and I'm confident I can push this to them and be like, this is what you'll need. And that's what I'm doing with these printers too, because like, I'm not kidding when I say this. Like, this isn't one of those things where a company came up and they're like, here, do you want to do this? This was like do you want to try working with me? And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll try working with you. And it ended up turning out to be a pretty decent thing for both of us. They got a little bit more kickback on people seeing the Elegoo Neptune 3 Plus and Pro, and I got to experience these machines for myself and get absolutely blown away because my previous experience was mostly with Creality. And if I don't have to touch another Creality machine again, I'd be happy. And this isn't somebody saying it because I got all this stuff for free. I had to pay for all this stuff. And that's fine. I'm more so satisfied with the fact that they helped me in a way of letting me see this stuff early so I can tell other people like my experiences with it. And that's something that I wish more companies would do, is find people to be like, hey, you want to talk about this early or give us like your feedback? And Elegoo has been nothing but super receptive and super kind. So I think it speaks volumes when a 3D printing company goes out of the way to try to meet people and talk to them and figure out like what works, what doesn't work, and how they can benefit not just themselves, but the person they're trying to work with. So we got a lot of love for Elegoo. Thank you so much, Elegoo, for being as cool with me as you were, especially since I was a startup, nobody doing literally nothing. Like, they took a gamble on me, and I appreciate them taking that gamble. Yeah, I would love to have an actual storefront. I'm in like an office. So like, we're working towards that. That would be the goal, because I want to give Elegoo, after the Neptune 3 has been as amazing as it has, I would love to like make a setup for all their printers to be on. I'm still waiting on their Macs to show up, and that's like, I still have to put that order through. That's not gonna happen for a little while though. The minute I do that Macs order though, I'm gonna be designing something for the Neptune 3 to where like all of them are together and displayed. And if I have a storefront, I want that up front like immediately. Because like again, I'm not kidding when I say these are probably the most impressive card slinging printers I've had a chance to work on first. Do I see them as good as like the Prussias? I honestly think they can compete with them very well. I've seen G-code Prussias print on here just as well. So, anyways, let me find that last piece I need for the Recreator. Where to put it? Here it is. We'll get this running, and then we're going to talk about what I've been printing this week, which hasn't been too much. I was only able to get in here once earlier this week, but I wanted to start working on a project that I've been meaning to get out to everyone for a little while now. Lined up just right. There we go. Cool. Just paid over 800 Canadian for on my CR10. Hear all this good about Elegoo. Can you put a good word in your Canadian, buddy? We can see what happens. Really do appreciate all the info, man. My goals are set high, so I'm hoping it comes together. Set your goals super high, but keep expectations low. That's what I've learned the last couple of years. That's the best thing to do for that kind of stuff. But like, hang in there. It's like, it's not easy, but if it ends up working, I'm so happy for you. If it doesn't end up working, I'm gonna say keep trying. So, I'm one of those types. I don't like giving up on things. All right. So, oh, that's right. I need to put the lid back on. What did I do with the lid? Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's that. And then, oh, that's right. I ended up using this for that. Sure. I ended up using the this pulley right here on the Plus. That's something that I actually didn't get around to talking to in the video because it's not something that happened until after. I had a print fail because this ribbon cable right here actually laid down kind of low and rubbed up against the part and peeled it up. So one thing to look at with that. These things, if you can get a pack of these, you'll use them. They're good. All right. Okay. Got to get this started and lowered. Sorry about all the crinkling sounds, y'all. It'll get better in a minute, I promise. As soon as we get this up and recreating, I'm going to show y'all what we've been printing this week. Like I said, not much, but still worth showing off, I think. I need to give this a starter strip because it's not agreeing with me at all. Oh, we do have a strip. It's just not off all the way. There it goes. Okay. That just a little bit. This is fun. I hope this sounds nice. Okay. Oh, let me go get my pliers before I forget, because I always forget to get my pliers, and I'm running around for 5 minutes trying to get them. But right here. Let's go with this. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's give myself a little bit more slack. Let's see if I can get that through and hope that the other. Yes, perfect. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, now all I gotta do is just turn it on, heat it up, and hopefully we should be good to go. All right, so let's get this started. Again, if you're interested in this setup, this is done by Josh Taylor or Recreator 3D. Go check them out. This is one of the cooler pull extruders I've seen. And I'm really happy to have one. And it's all because Josh was super cool at East Coast Rep Fair and saw that I was interested in recycling and decided I'm going to hook him up with this guy. And again, Josh, thank you so much. This is so cool. we're doing something kind of neat with this, is where we're trying to turn this into like one that we send off to other people. So one of these days, I'm going to be building my own recreator parts and taking one of my old printers I don't need anymore and turning it into one of these too. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, come check it out. Oh, that's right. I keep hitting the wrong things. What's the knife? Oh. Probably help if I could actually look at it. Sorry, Hill. 1 second. There it goes. Now it's got to wait for the extruder to heat up, and then we'll pull that through. We'll get it hooked up over here, and we'll see how much we get out of this one piece of filament. Or out of this one bottle, I mean, see how much filament we get out of this one piece of bottle. Yeah, something like that. There it goes, starting to heat up. Slowly but surely gets. Oh, oh come on! Oh, I pulled too tight. All right, let's pull this back out. Let's make a new point for it. So I get for doing it too early. Scissors over here. I thought I had got scissors. Oh, they're on the ground. Okay, let's try this again. The pull extruder. More. I might need to cut it down to even more on the point. Yeah, I'm having a hard time doing this first part. This first part's always the toughest part. Once you get it like going though, it's like good to go. You just gotta get it there first. Yeah, no, we're good. Trying to make a way thinner extrusion. Oh, there goes. It already started winding up. His face is ready. But it's not. Okay, here we go. All right, I got it. Now I just got to keep pulling. All right. Pulling. There we go. Come on. Almost there. Cool. All right. We got to start. I just got to get enough to where I can start pulling this across. All right, that should hopefully be enough. Get this under the guide. Nope, I need a little bit more, just a little bit more. Good. Get under the guide. All right. Now we wait and see if it goes. Not quite. I missed it. Try re-spooling it this way again. Come on, so close. I gotta keep pulling a little bit more. This is the only thing setting up is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Once you get it going, it is good to go. Oh, here we go. It's either going to go or it's not going to go. I believe this one will go. Gotta wait for it to get hot enough. And it's not going to go. It's fighting. Yeah. Alright, we'll pull a little bit more. All I gotta do is just get it to where it's hooked up. Once we get it to where it's hooked, it should be good to go. There we go. That should do it. Yep, there it goes. Now it's pulling. Think about there. I didn't want to get looped under. Okay. We're gonna let this run. We're gonna let this run for a little bit, see how it does. I'm gonna move some stuff over here. We're gonna slide this over there. I'm gonna slide this printer over because I want to stand here. I like standing here. I don't know why I have this sitting here right now. Actually, no, I'm just gonna set it down. Set it down here. Should be playing fine. Cool. Move my iPad over here. Doing my best not to make like sicky and like old man sound, because God knows I'd like to make gross sounds right now to release some of this phlegm that's in me. Good Lord. But Austin, you can mute yourself. Yeah, I know, but it's all the way on the other side of the room. All right. Oh, that feels so much better. That's more natural. I prefer this. This is much better. Okay. Alrighty, so let's talk about the stuff that's going to be going up in the shop this week, or hopefully, if not next week, the first week of February, very soon. This is a test run, just to gauge some interest. But I have sold on my Etsy page quite a few of those Shin Kamen Rider belts, and I've been getting like really great feedback on it, and I'm super happy that people are enjoying it. But the problem I'm running into is I have quite a few people who are saying like, hey, I want your belt, but I don't have a 3D printer. I bought the model, but I don't have a 3D printer. And I was like, well, let's make it simple. 1 second. Oh yeah, no, we're good. It's just being a sound maker thing for some reason. All right, sorry about that. Where my nippers go? There. I gotta cut off one thing on here real fast just so it'll stop making as much annoying sounds. Okay, cool. Okay, so when I realized people were buying my model and then they weren't actually printing it, it bummed me out a little bit, so I decided I'm going to be making a few kits. These are a special run that are going to be the whole model 3D printed at a scale that works for me and people around my size. I'm going to offer reprints for people who want one a little bit smaller, but for the most part, what the set's going to include is the main buckle itself, the right module, and the left module, the back lock, the two back side clips, sorry, I dropped one, but they look like that, and all the other additional clips and the turbine center part. We're selling them all printed in black or white PLA, and these are going to be just prints. They are going to be unfinished because they are going to be a kit. And if you aren't aware of what a kit is essentially all the stuff you need to build a thing yourself, just minus the extra additional materials. The rest is on you. Think of it this way. It's like selling a Gundam model kit. You know, there's some people who just want like a complete Gundam toy, so they'll just get a completed one that costs a little bit more than what the figures cost, like the model kit figures cost. Well, this is like the same thing. Costs a little bit more than just the file itself, but it's cheaper than getting one completely made for you. So if you want to get one 3D printed and you want to sand this stuff down and paint it and then put it on your own strap, this would be a great solution for all that. So we're going to start with just like 2 or 3 units and see how those do. And if they sell relatively quickly, then we'll make them a more permanent item in our store. And yeah, we're going to try to start doing that for all of our 3D printed items. We're going to start printing them and having a few in the stores, and then if you're interested in getting these things for yourself, but you don't want to get into the whole 3D printing side of it, or know somebody that wants to get into making props or have props, but they don't want to 3D print it themselves, they can come to me. So, yeah. So if you're interested in these belts, they should hopefully be out pretty soon. Keep an eye out on the store on TheNextDecade.co. And yeah, Shin Kamen Rider belts. Super excited to get these out to people. I'll show you the one I was working on personally. Where to put it? Oh, here it is, down here. I used the last bit of the silver I had to do mine. This is going to be for a personal thing. Speaking of, I have 2 halves of this now. I have this side and the other side. The other side hasn't been put together yet, but what I was thinking we would do is maybe we would beetle bond one of these in a minute. And if you're wondering what the beetle bond is, what the hell am I talking about? Go check out our shorts. There's a video where I talked about a new technique that's based off another guy's technique, but it's a little bit different, and that's why I named it. The other guy that did it, the way he did it was he took foil and he put it over his printer and he printed scales and stuff on it, which, like, this is genius. Super, super smart way to go. But with what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the way to turn these into, like, actual joints and usable parts. And that's one way to do it. Another way I was thinking is maybe 3D printing, like, a parachute clip onto the elastic. I think that'd be super cool to try next. But yeah, the beetle bond, I took strips of plastic and bonded them with strips of elastic. And now I have strips of elastic that cover this elastic piece to hold the elastic in super, super tight. And with that PLA glue loop, I can glue all these parts together. I think I'm going to do that here in a few minutes. I think it'd be a fun thing to try. Let's take a quick look at our recreator and see what we're doing. Looking good so far. I'm going to pop the cap open real quick, and I'm going to push the bottle bit down a little bit. Yep, okay, cool. This thing is like one of my favorite things. I really love it. I'm so stoked to be able to print with this. Oh, the things we will make. Oh, resin printing. Our resin printer, I'm about to get that up and running tonight. So if you're interested in getting something resin printed, I have a build volume of a Saturn, or a Elegoo Saturn. So if you're interested in getting something resin printed, holler at us. We're going to get that going here pretty soon. I can't talk. Oh my gosh. Yeah. How are y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? Feels like a weird Friday. Is it Friday or is it Thursday? I don't even know what day it is. See, that's how sick I was this week. Friday. Okay. Cool. Friday. I'm really eager to try to get something printed with this tonight. I think that'd be super cool. We'll see. I'm not really somebody that prints with a Pet G too often, but I would like to try it. I'd like to try it and then try it with that that Pet glue I have too. I bet you that'd be really good for this too. All right, let me get some of this junk out of the way. Oh, there goes Batman. But hey, if it says anything about the 3D print quality or the PLA quality, Batman just dropped on his ears and his ears didn't even bend or break. It's great. But move the recreator next to me over here. So it's just out of the way for a bit. We'll come back to this in a few minutes after it's completed its full cycle. These are... Oh no, I want those back in a minute. We're gonna bond those, I forgot. Alright, so yeah, one more time, in case you didn't catch it. We're gonna be printing some of our belts and have them available in the store as kits. It's gonna have everything you need, minus the fabric parts in order to make your belt. Oh, minus the fabric parts and the other things you need to post-process. It's gonna have all the 3D prints you need. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let me go grab the strips I was talking about, and we will start planning this out. See how Uh-oh. Oh, it's on the ground. I was gonna say, I hope I didn't lose these so soon. So, these are my Beetle Bond strips. These are strips of elastic. If you stretch them out, you can see through them pretty good. And that's what I did. I stretched them out, held them down with a clip, and I went over them a few times. After I laid down a few layers of plastic, I stretched this back over and laid down some more plastics. Now this is really hard attached. So what I was gonna do is take some of this PLA glue, and after measuring where this is gonna fit on my part and marking that in, I'm just gonna take some of this glue, put it on this side and put it on the inside of the part, hold it together, wait for the bond to finish drying, and once it's dried, do the other side. And then once that's done, I should have parts that I should be able to flex and move around, no problem. All right. So I have one done right here with like a tape mock-up to give you an idea of what's going to happen. I just want this to flex a little bit. That's all I'm looking for, just a little bit of flexing. A little bit of wiggle. Got a frozen mix tomorrow. I'm going to be stuck inside. Ooh, stay warm, Nathan. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to pull out this tape and I got to get a Sharpie so I can mark this. I recently reorganized all my stuff, so now I gotta find all my crap again. Found it, found my Sharpie. We're good. So I'm gonna do my best to try to keep this as even on both of these sides. Just trying to see, like, the other thing that's good about this PLA like this too is that it's still bendable, still has a little bit of flex to it. What was that? I really should do that while it's doing that thing. It's freaking out. Anytime I hear any kind of like plasticky or like mechanical sound going weird, I immediately panic. Thanks, reality. Anyways, the thing that's good about these is that they're a little bit flexible. I can bend them with heat too, and that should hopefully meet with the curvature of the inside of this part or gluing it down. That thing is really making me nervous, the sounds it's making. It's getting near the top. Once it gets near the top of the circle, we're gonna have to pull the cap off so that I can go straight down the tube. We're getting some really good amount of filament here though. Not even like we're about a third of the way through the bottle so far. All right. I think I'll leave these outer strips on, but I'm gonna take out these inner strips of tape. Oh, that's making me so nervous over there. Oh my god. Tell you what, I'm gonna bring the camera a little bit closer so y'all can see what I'm doing a little bit better. All right, 1 second, y'all. Shaky can. Shaky can. There. Hopefully that's better and you'll all be able to see what I'm trying to do. That's still the coolest thing. I'm just blown away by how cool that is. Okay. All right. So what I'm trying to do is get this on in such a way to where when I remove the tape and I glue one on and I glue the other one on, it's going to be exactly the same match as last time. I'm going to draw the bottom one first, I think. Yeah. Okay. Now doing my best to keep holding my fingers down in those places. I'm going to do the same thing on this upper part. And draw in my marks to try to get this just right. Okay. Now I'm going to mark these top and bottom so I know which one goes where. Top. And bottom. Arrows going up, down. Okay. So now let me show you the inside of the parts. See how that has those marks in there now? All right. So now what I got to do is anywhere that tape was covering that spot, I got to pull up the tape and remark. Okay, that's the best I'm gonna get. So now I'm gonna peel up all my tape. Oh, almost missed a spot on the inside of this one. That would have been a pain in the butt. Cool, all right. So now we have our part separated, but I have the stuff marked on the inside of where I'm putting these strapping bits. The top one should sit in here, like so. It sits there rather easily too. I think I might just go with this one first. Maybe I should go with the bottom one first though. See, this is where I'm torn, because they need to sit really close to each other, just close enough, because like, this is going to have magnets and other things attached to it to keep it to the body, but I need these to be just flexible enough to where if one gets moved one way or the other way, it won't like pop off everything. It'll still stay attached. That's the hardest thing to do with these projects, is make sure these things stay attached sometimes. 1 second, folks, I'm pulling off the cap. I had to pull off the cap off the bottle because we're reaching the top. We are more than halfway done with the model getting full extruded. This is super cool. God, this is so cool. Alright, maybe I should start with the bottom, because I feel like this might be the hardest one to get in later. You know what? Yeah, we're going to do exactly that, I think. Yep. Alright, so we're going to start with the bottom one, and hope for the best. Let me go get my gloves back on. I don't think you necessarily need to wear gloves. I'm trying to be safe about this. Also, don't try to purposely breathe the glue. It's not good to breathe it. I should really read y'all the label. I'm sure you'll get a kick out of it. It's funny. Here, I already have one of these. I brought one of these from home today. I'll use one. This is my Wham Bam mess mat. Usually I use this one for resin stuff. So I'm only gonna flip this one over just so I don't get any resin stuff on it. Cool, great. Now it only has just like a little bit of particulate on. Great. All right. Gloves. If you think you're going to get it on your fingers, I highly recommend you use gloves. Better safe than sorry, you know? And don't wear shirts that you like me. I'm an idiot. I wore a shirt that I like today. Don't be like me. Don't wear shirts you like when you're working with chemicals. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the glue on the inside here to let this bond in here a little bit. It's a chemical bond where what it does is it breaks up the PLA a little bit, but there's another chemical in there that evaporates all the stuff really, really fast. We want that to start working in here first because we have less on these strips than here. Once we get that on here, as soon as it's on there and I know it's in there and it's starting to dry, you'll see it start to dry. The sheen, the gloss of it goes away pretty quickly and becomes a little bit cloudy. That's when you want to get this in there, in the position you want. And the minute you have it in position, you lock it in place. You hold it there for few minutes, 10-15 minutes. Try to. You could let go of it after 5, but if you do, I would still recommend coming back in with some plants. But yeah, you want to give them the plants. Let me read you this, and then I'll show you the process of it. Okay. Always use glue in a well-ventilated area, no exceptions. I have an air vent right above me. Glue contains solvents that may be harmful to you or others. Misuse may result in serious problems or death. Always wear proper safety equipment. The glasses I have are safety equipment too. So, wear a respirator, goggles, gloves. It's common sense. Humans are mortal, so please don't be stupid. Ensure the cap is tightly screwed on when glue is not in use, and glue should be ideally sealed in its safety bag. To keep glue in a cool, dry place, ideally less than 5 degrees Celsius or 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Glue is the best plastic adhesive for 3D prints, period. And I kind of sit with that. That's a pretty bold statement I made, but considering how much I've been using it, yeah, I'd agree. For best results, sand the mating surfaces to a dull finish. You don't necessarily have to do that. A lot of my parts where I end up glooping end up being rough anyways, so they should still glue pretty well to itself. Alternatively, just use more glue. The bond may not be as strong, but glue it up, be generous, not excessive. Give them the clamps, clamp this, clamp that, bada bing, bada clamp. Bada clamp, bada clamp. Wow, I gotta read. Clamp or fixture your print for at least 15 minutes. Cure times may vary. For stronger results, let it cure for 24 hours. So yeah, suggestions, some of those, but for the most part, all what's on the label. All right, so this is the fresh one. We're going to put a pretty nice amount here on the inside of this part. Then we're going to do it on the back of this bottom part. All right. If I mess this up, this is another day and a half of printing I have ahead of me, but that's why I'm trying this now instead of later in the month. I ain't got a lot of time to finish what I'm trying to work. All right. Oh yeah, this stuff smells really lovely. All right, let that dry, and then get this other side going. This stuff will get way thicker as it starts to dry out. Something you want to keep an eye out for. Also, if the stream cuts out, it's because my dinner showed up and I just want to eat dinner in peace. I might come back, we'll see. I'm really interested in trying to get this done though. Alright, lay that down. That's coming along, that's looking cool. We'll check the tack on this side. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Here we go! All right, and try my best to make sure this stays in the same area that I had it set for the drawing. Now I'm holding it in place. All right, cool. So now I get to be like this for the next God knows how long, holding these in place. Yeah. But hey, if this works out, this is gonna be super cool and be one of the better parts. And if this ends up working, you'll end up seeing me talking about it in one of the shorts very soon. Okay. So, y'all excited about the new Super Sentai? The Osama Sentai King Ranger? Or King Oger? King Sentai King Kinger? so silly. It's okay. I love Super Sentai being silly. I am sad that Don Brothers is going, though. It's been a long time since I had a Super Sentai series where I was like, oh my god, the whole way through, and enjoyed it the whole way through. Am I a fan of the toys? Not so much. And that's the thing that bums me out is, like, usually the Super Sentai series I love the most are the ones with the most boring toys. The only toy I think I really want from Don Brothers, like more than anything else, is the initial mech. Everything else from the show is kind of just like, cool, okay, thank you. Neat idea. So I'm hoping this new Sentai mech scratches more itches for me because it looks like it's really well thought out in terms of how it's constructed and put together. My hands hurt already. Where are my clamps? Where are my other clamps? In the back corner, not really sitting down very good. My thumbs hurt. My feet hurt. I'm tired. I want to go home. You know, that guy sitting in the corner on a party on a Friday night. That guy. Oh, here. Can y'all see? Can y'all see my hat? Do you see this hat I got? Ain't it neat? I want to give a huge shout out to Mort Crimp Media. If you like the shirts I've been wearing and this hat that I'm wearing right now, you can thank them. I don't think I've talked about it here on YouTube yet, but a couple months back, somebody broke into our house, took a bunch of food, my hat, my shoes, and a bunch of other weird stuff like a VCR. And that's really upsetting because the VCR wasn't even ours. That was Alamo Draft's house. So, I was really upset because I just got that hat from Mort Crimp and I was going to do this whole thing for him, and it didn't work out. And I was so bummed because I was so happy to see that a competent t-shirt company was going to be producing some quality prints for Kamen Rider. If you guys don't know, I've been in 3D or printing and graphics since before high school. So I know a lot about what goes into making t-shirts and things like that. And a lot of the shirts you guys get on Amazon, I can't speak on this for all of them because of all the manufacturers, but there are a couple of them where it's on-demand garments. And on-demand garments are either ones that are printed with like a printer, like a direct-to-garment printer, and those things aren't cheap either, or they're iron-ons. And either way, they're kind of cheap prints and they won't last very long. And I complained about it, and everyone threw me under the bus because we were getting a $15 shirt for $30. Anyways, I digress. While the Mort Crimp shirts are a little bit more expensive, I'm fine with paying the money for these shirts because I've washed this shirt more than the Decade shirt I bought back in 2020 or 2021. And the Decade shirt, I can't really wear it anymore because you can't even tell what the hell it is anymore. It's a bummer. I had to buy another one. And even then, it's the exact same style shirt with that weird top. So, yeah. Mort Crimp Media, though, they saw that I had my hat stolen, and they went out of their way to make sure that one more was printed for me. They did not have to do that, but they did. So, I want to give a huge shout out to Mort Crimp Media. If you guys haven't checked out their stuff, go check it out right now. They have this shirt I'm wearing right now available in black only. It's the rerun print of this shirt. I don't know if they're going to do more of them, but if you want this shirt, jump on it now. It's going to be in black only though. Also, they have some Kamen Rider Amazon shirts still available, and they have some of the 10-faced demon from Kamen Rider Amazon. I wasn't able to jump in on those, and I'm so bummed out. I'm going to try to get one myself here pretty soon. But go check out Mort Crimp Media. Go tell them Dusty sent you, and tell them thank you for sending me a new hat. I'm going to be making them something here pretty soon. a gift as a thank you, because they really didn't have to give me a replacement hat, and the fact they did, it really means a lot to me, especially considering I had my home invaded. Like, and this is this one thing I hadn't talked about too publicly. Like, in the last 3 or 4 years, I've had like 3 or 4 different people in my house that I don't know, and ever since we got our new security system, like, man, it's been eye-opening to see how it feels like we've been essentially stalked. It's really creepy. But that's besides the point. The point is, Mort Print Media, they were really kind and did something cool. So go check them out. They have my full and undying support. I appreciate them very much. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and shove a little bit more glue on the inside up here, because this tab is sticking up a little bit. I want that to sit down. I'm not trying to use a lot, just trying to use like enough. There's another instance of why we wear gloves when we do stuff like this, is because I'm most definitely going to be touching the glue when I do this part. And that's okay. Ugh. I want to watch Shin Ultraman again. I wish that was one of those movies where it's like in theaters for like more than like a day or two. Because that would have been one, man. Dude, Shin Kamen Rider, I'm probably going to be going both days. I'll probably watch the English dub. God, I want to know who's doing the English dub. I know it's really silly, because I know it's probably never going to happen now, but I would love to try to voice act for one of those riders. Especially, but specifically like a Showa rider. I don't want to be like one of the Heisei guys. Like, I think voicing like Showa Kamen Rider would be so fucking good. Here's like a thing that I think is so interesting too. Did you know that in Japan, whenever Sylvester Stallone has lines to be dubbed over, his actor is Hiroshi Fujioka, the guy that plays Kamen Rider, the original, the one that's on my shirt right now. Ain't that neat? But yeah, I think it'd be so cool to be able to voice act as a Showa rider for something in the future. So yeah, I think it'd be fun. All that, you know. Okay. Hopefully that's bonded well enough where I can remove my finger. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I'm wearing nitrile gloves, and if you guys don't know about nitrile, they're kind of like a plastic-based rubber. I guess the best way to put it. Let me put a grip on this. No, I'm just gonna stay that way. Yeah. Anyways, it kind of ate through my glove there. Do you see this? My thumb. You see that right there? I had to get another glove on. But yeah, nitrile. Maybe go with thicker nitrile next time, Dusty. That's not a bad idea, Dusty. I think I'll do that next time. We'll use thicker nitrile gloves when we work with glue. So I want that one part to bond. Well, as soon as that's good, we're going to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and add glue onto the inside of this part. And then we're going to take this clamp off, and we're going to start working on the other side. Okay? Front of the chest is done. This. Alright. Alright, now. Please step flat. This is going to be a little bit trickier than the other side. But it'll be okay, because I think the effect overall will be so totally, completely worth it. All right. Lift that up. All right. All right, everyone, pray to Mormon Jesus for me. Just kidding. Okay. No, this is gonna be the easiest way for me to do it. Crap. I gotta hold it all weird. Oh well, it's coming along though. I'm really happy with this so far. Like even the placement and the bond so far, I can already tell it's gonna be in the right place. It'll be just right. The only downside is gonna be having to mask all these parts, and then when I end up covering this with automotive paint. Oh, that's another thing I haven't talked about yet. I'm actually gonna try to do automotive paint for this Shin Kamen Rider I'm working on, and I'm going a step further with it. I decided I don't want to make the Shin Kamen Riders that we're seeing in the movie. I want to make my own homage to the Sakurajima Ichigo. I don't know why. The black and green Kamen Rider just screams to me so much more than the other base suits, whether it's the new Kamen Rider design where it's the mint colored helmet and the silver jaws, or the original Kamen Rider where he's more of the bluish kind of color. I like Hongo's look when he came back the first time. Like something about that and Ichimonji, which is one stripe. If I saw the Sakurajima Ichigo with the stripes on it though, I might fucking flip shit. Like that's so cool. Also, I don't know what, but the white belt just looks better than the red belt. Something about Kamen Rider when he has less red on him, like just the scarf, the inside of the turbine, and the eyes. Something about that to me is more visually striking and more impactful. That's just me. I want to do like a watch along. I want to like see if I can't like communicate with like Shout or somebody and see if there's a way to where every week we can watch like an episode of Kamen Rider, like the originals, like the Showa stuff. I think that'd be so much fun because I got a couple old books that I've been translating slowly but surely, trying to translate and make sure the information in them is correct. But like, there's some things in certain episodes where it's like I'd love to point out and be like, oh my god, that's the thing that this guy talked about. So, if you guys don't know, Toru Hirayama, the guy that produced the original Kamen Rider series, has a book. Go find it. If you can find it. It was printed back in like 80 something. Alright, I think I've been holding this down long enough. Hope I've been holding this down long enough. Let's see how we did. I might have to do another one just to have like a small piece of elastic holding this part in the right space, just because it wiggles around, but for the most part, it's about what I had done before with the tape. It came out really nice. Not perfect, like I said. I still need to get like a little bit of elastic in one spot just to ensure that it's gonna hold everywhere. But like, this is completely viable. Look at that, y'all. And we did that. We just did that. Isn't that the coolest thing? We just did the first ever Beetle Bond on stream. That's so dope. This is cool. That's cool. I'm cool. Alright. Let me get these gloves off. Oh. The extruder stuff. Let's get this going again. It's on. Okay. Print. Okay, cool. So this was still going over here. It just stopped because I forgot that it was only going to go for 900 millimeters. For 900 meters? I don't know how. It was only going to go for a certain distance. Alright. So let me get some drink in me. I'm thirsty. Yeah, I think we might actually call it tonight. I was hoping we do a longer stream, but like I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like low energy today. But yeah, let me reset the camera. We'll recap everything real quick, and we'll call it a night. How's that sound, y'all? Alright, let's reset the camera. Alright. So let's recap real quick. Everything that went down. I was sick. I'm feeling a lot better. We have an order coming through that I'm really excited about because we got resin printing coming back. So resin printing is going to become available hopefully as early as February. I'm getting married in February, so if I'm unavailable in between the days of February 10th and like February 20th, please understand it's probably because I'm dealing with life with it. Cool. And then again in March, I'm going to be going on vacation for a week or two for my honeymoon. So please be patient about that. As soon as I get back, though, we're going to be going to full hardcore gear. So the minute April rolls through, we are going to be in cosplay season, and we're going to be doing nothing but making stuff. So yeah, expect that kind of stuff. Today we showed you all how to use elastic to make these strips of plastic and turn these into what I call now the beetle bond, which is a way to get your PLA parts attached to each other with elastic and glue. This great glue from 3D Glue. Go check them out. We also have available soon, within this week or at the absolute latest next week, we'll have kits of the Shin Kamen Rider belt. This is the one that's modeled up on my Etsy. You'll be able to buy a full kit of all the parts ready to be sanded, painted, and put together on your belt. Those will be up pretty darn soon. Expect those to be around the $40 to $60 range, somewhere in there. Yeah. Thanks again for watching the Neptune 3 Plus review. I really appreciate it. I'm working hard on trying to get the Elegoo Neptune 3 Max because I want to review it and compare it to my other two Max machines really badly. And we have the Construct 3, or the Construct 3D, Construct 1 XL, 1L. The big Construct 3D coming pretty soon. So, outside of that, if you're a member, thank you so much for being a member. If you're a Patreon member, thank you so much for being a Patreon member. If you're somebody that does super chat or super thanks for any of that stuff, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And if you're just somebody that just likes and subscribes and follows along, whatever, I appreciate you all so much too, because you guys make this whole YouTube thing run. And yeah, I think that's about it. So, I love y'all faces, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Come get me, Philly D. What are you gonna do? Try to steal that one from me? Because they just stole it back from me? Or we're gonna fight like at the playground? Nah. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a news show next. Ooh.